Number 8. Invisibility. Technology with metamaterials. Imagine having the power to become invisible, a fantasy reserved for heroes and secret agents. China is actively turning that fantasy into operational reality. Scientists at Jilin and Tsinghua universities have developed a hybrid material dubbed Chimera, capable of making objects and even sections of the human body visually vanish. The secret weapon here is metamaterials. These aren't natural materials, they are substances engineered down to the nanoscale to manipulate electromagnetic waves in unprecedented ways. A microscopic grid of tiny cylindrical lenses in the material literally forces light waves to bend around an object, much like water flowing around a submerged rock. To the observer's eye, or a camera lens, the object simply isn't there. But the Chinese advancement doesn't stop with visible light. This is a multispectral cloak. The material is also engineered to simultaneously mask radar signatures, eliminate telltale infrared reflections, and conceal residual heat. This makes the technology not just camouflage, but a truly sensor-proof, multi-layered stealth system. The implications are colossal, particularly in defense. China has already confirmed plans to equip its most advanced military vehicles and next-generation combat aircraft with this invisibility technology very soon. Stealth is no longer passive camouflage. It is total calculated operational invisibility, and it fundamentally changes the definition of military engagement forever. This is the first technology on our list that completely redefines the rules of war. Number 7. The artificial sun. Think about waking up to the news that the future of energy has been rewritten. Overnight, China is pushing to craft an artificial sun on Earth at the experimental advanced superconducting tokamak. East Facility scientists have achieved a milestone that has eluded physicists for generations. They sustained plasma at a staggering 108 million degrees Celsius for nearly 18 consecutive minutes. To fully grasp the magnitude, the sun's core temperature is about 15 million degrees Celsius. China is controlling plasma that is nearly 7 times hotter than the core of our solar system's star. This is not nuclear fission, which powers existing reactors and leaves behind long-lived radioactive waste. This is nuclear fusion, the self-sustaining energy process that powers the stars. It promises virtually endless pollution, free energy, fueled by isotopes readily available in seawater. Critically, these reactors are designed to generate more power than they consume and produce no significant long-term radioactive waste. The engineering required to contain plasma at such extreme temperatures relies on incredibly powerful superconducting magnetic fields. Experts now believe that based on the stability records set by East, commercially viable fusion power plants could become a reality within the next 2 decades. Imagine a world where entire cities are powered by countless miniature, perpetually running suns, always on, always clean, and fundamentally changing global energy politics. China is now the undisputed frontrunner in rewriting the global energy equation. Number 6. 1,000 kilometers per hour ultrasonic maglev trains. Now let's talk speed. Forget everything you know about conventional high-speed rail. China has tested the T-Flight maglev train, capable of reaching a dizzying 1,000 kilometers per hour, that is about 620 miles per hour, nearly the cruising speed of a commercial airliner. The travel implications are staggering. A trip from Beijing to Shanghai, which currently takes over 6 hours on traditional rail, would drop to a mere 90 minutes. China isn't just seeking convenience, they are seeking to geographically compress the nation, making vast distances trivial. How do they achieve this radical speed on the ground? It's a combination of 2 world-class technologies. First, magnetic levitation. The train is floated magnetically, eliminating all wheel friction, meaning it literally never touches the rails. Second, and most critical, is the low vacuum tube system. At 1,000 kilometers per hour, the primary resistance force is air drag. By sealing the track inside a tunnel and removing over 99% of the air, the train moves through a near-vacuum environment. This allows the electromagnetic propulsion system to accelerate the train with minimal energy loss. The 2024 tests confirmed stable suspension, safe deceleration, and complete control at these extreme velocities. China is not slowing down. They plan to spread this ultra-fast network between all their megacities, fundamentally making ground transport feel as fast and seamless as flying. This is the future of terrestrial travel, and China is building it now. Number 5. Autonomous robots. Building complete highways. What if I told you one of the biggest construction breakthroughs on the planet is happening right now, and almost no one is talking about it? China is using fully autonomous robotic fleets to build entire highways from giant rollers to precision pavers and dump trucks, all without a single human driver. These robots are not remotely operated toys, they are guided by China's own Beidou satellite system and advanced AI algorithms. They work with unparalleled precision and efficiency. Consider this: in 2024, a 158-kilometer section of the Beijing-Hong Kong highway was built using just 10 autonomous machines. The results were undeniable. Work time was cut by 20%, fuel use was reduced by 15%, and they delivered a road surface quality and precision that is simply beyond human capability. This highly automated, high-precision construction technique is already deployed across 12 Chinese provinces. While Western countries struggle with labor shortages and construction delays, China is rapidly modernizing its infrastructure at a scale and speed that is simply unmatched anywhere else in the world. This is not just construction, it is a revolution in industrial scale, and it's being executed by robots. Number 4. Mega solar farms visible from space. What happens when a country decides to take clean energy to a planetary scale? China is aiming to dominate global solar power, and their megastructures are so massive that satellites can literally see them from space. In the Kubuki Desert, the nation is constructing what is known as the Solar Great Wall, a solar farm so vast it covers 420 square kilometers, making it larger than New York City. Once complete, it will generate a staggering 100 gigawatts of power, enough to supply millions of people simultaneously, but China isn't stopping on land. They've pioneered the deployment of floating solar farms that adapt to tides and resist harsh weather in oceans and large lakes, a technical feat that overcomes salt corrosion and wave stress. The ultimate goal, however, is to push beyond the atmosphere. China is actively pursuing plans for orbiting solar panels in space that would capture energy 24/7 unobstructed by weather or the nighttime cycle, and then wirelessly beam that energy down to Earth. At this pace and scale of investment, projections indicate China could produce 13 times more solar energy than all of Europe combined within the next 10 years, locking in its position as the global clean energy leader. 3. Service industry. Automation with robots. How technology is impacting everyday life. In China, service robots are not prototypes. They are revolutionizing the consumer economy and the workforce. The replacement of humans by super-efficient machines is happening now. In hospitals, nurse robots are administering medication and monitoring patients with near-perfect accuracy. In hotels, sophisticated humanoid robots handle guest check-ins and concierge services. This high-efficiency automation is most pronounced in the food industry. Alibaba's robot, restaurant chain already operating in dozens of cities, is entirely autonomous. Robots take orders, prepare food with consistency, and serve it directly to the customer without a single human touch required in the service process. This massive automation fundamentally slashes labor costs, virtually eliminates human error, and raises the quality and consistency of service. China is systematically replacing its massive service workforce with machines that are cheaper, faster, and work with tireless precision, reshaping entire domestic industries. 2. Intelligent exoskeletons that dress themselves. This invention shows the immense potential of Chinese biomedical engineering. The walk-on suit, IF-1, is a robotic exoskeleton designed to restore mobility to individuals completely paralyzed from the waist down. Unlike previous generations of exoskeletons, which required complex manual assistance, this system is self-aligning and self-coupling. The suit autonomously approaches the user's wheelchair, aligns its frame, and performs the entire coupling process without any human intervention. This restores not just movement, but true independence to the user. The 50-kilogram suit is equipped with 12 motors that precisely mimic natural human joint movements. Its advanced AI constantly monitors terrain, maintains active balance, and uses vision algorithms to detect and avoid obstacles in real time. At the 2024 Cybathlon competition, the pilot demonstrated incredible capability walking climbing stairs and moving laterally with stability. This is a profound technological victory, restoring not only the ability to move, but the dignity and independence of thousands of people. 1. Massive AI surveillance network. Finally, we arrive at the most potent and most controversial technological creation on this list, China's immense nationwide AI surveillance network. The scale is staggering: over 700 million cameras. One for every 2 citizens are entirely linked to a massive centralized artificial intelligence network called Skynet. This system instantly tracks individuals through sophisticated facial recognition and, crucially, through gait recognition, identifying citizens simply by the unique way they walk, even if their faces are completely obscured. This makes evasion virtually impossible. The data feeds into police and government databases in real time, but the network's function is much broader than security. It serves as the digital infrastructure for the social credit system, which monitors scores and ultimately determines a citizen's access to jobs, public services, and freedom to travel. China is currently investing over $30 billion annually to aggressively expand this network, with the goal of deploying nearly 1 billion cameras by the end of the decade. While George Orwell's 1984 was fiction, China's Skynet blurs the line between that fictional dystopia and technological reality, fundamentally shifting the power dynamic between the state and the citizen.